What's the deal, yo? What's really good? Hope all is well. Just waiting for a few more people to hop in here. Then we got to do our due diligence. Go ahead and share. If you guys can go ahead and share this video as soon as you guys get on. Share it with your people. Share it with your folks. Make sure that they don't miss any of this, man. This is crucial stuff, man. This is good stuff, man. So we'll be talking about a few different things, man. I'm going to throw a couple book suggestions in there. I'm going to actually start off with a book suggestion. And then we'll be talking about how to concrete set your goals. We'll revisit the LLCs, man, because I see that there's a lot of conversation about LLCs. You guys been listening to Derek Grace. He's been talking about LLCs. And I want to talk to you guys about how easy it is to get an LLC. It's not hard at all, man. This is probably one of the most easiest things that you can do from a business standpoint is set up an LLC. So I think there was somebody in his comments talking about California was $700. Somebody else was saying it was $800. $800 for an LLC, man. If you're paying that much, man, you can pay me that much, right? I could set up your LLC, man. You could do it for $70, dog. California is $70. That's it. You're good. Set up your information, but there's steps and stages to that process, though. Once you set up your information with the Secretary of State, then you have to go. There's I guess they call it California tax, the place where you do your sales tax. I forget the exact term, CD something. And what they do is they establish your seller's permit so that you can get your buy stuff wholesale, set up your accounts. We just got on with Granger. Shout out to Ellis, man. Make sure you guys listen to that episode, Ellis White, man, in the podcast on Drug Dealers to Business, man. Make sure you go check out that episode because he just dropped a book for $25 on how you can get all these credit lines. And when I tell you, man, it's gas, dog, you got to go tap into that, man, because what he's dropping can save you money, can get you money, can get you loans. You can do a few different things. So make sure you guys, it's down here too. So make sure you guys like the page, go down to the bottom, scroll to the bottom, and you can look for Ellis White. So the book that I'm talking about today, it's called The Big Leap. If anybody's read The Big Leap, it is fascinating. And the reason why it's fascinating is because it talks about these barriers or obstacles that we put in front of ourselves when we're about to be successful. It's crazy, right? That we do these things to self-sabotage ourselves because we're afraid of going to the next level, right? We're afraid of failure. We're afraid of people laughing at us. We're afraid of people ridiculing or whatever the case may be, but we're afraid to hit this thing. We do it all the time. Like when we go on, and it happens. So you going, everything going good with your girl, somebody finds some way to mess that up because somehow deep down inside, you feel like you don't deserve that kind of happiness. And we do that. We self-sabotage ourselves all the time, man. And it's just one of those things. And this book talks about that, about how to overcome those things, about how to overcome and take the big leap, how not to be afraid. Because a lot of times we put these obstacles in front of when we were supposed to go exercise. Oh, homie, I got to do X, Y, Z. Oh, homie, I got to do. You put all these barriers in front of yourself. Oh, I got a headache. Oh, man, I got the shits, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You put these barriers in front of yourself so that you don't necessarily have to make that next move. You know what I'm saying? The 5-second rule with Mel Robbins, she talks about that a lot. Where you actually have to take it, you got to take some type of physical action within 5 seconds or your brain starts to talk you out of it. And I think that that's where a lot of the excuses come from. These barriers that we put in front of ourselves so that we don't have to move. I'm not going to go look into that, man. Homie said it was, man, LLCs is $800. Man, I ain't got $800. Yeah, but you got $600. You know what I'm saying? We all got $600, right? And if you go to the Drug Dealers to Businessman podcast page.com, you'll see that I wrote an entire article about how to set up your business for $600. LLC, DBA, logo, you name it, right? You could set up your business for that $600. And I'm trying to get cats really to start pushing that line. We need to start setting up our business. And like I said, I shout out to Derek Grace, who talks about LLCs, about how to run a lot of things through your LLCs, about how he got his house through his LLC. And that's what you want to do because you can build credit. When you set up your LLC, it's like a separate entity. It's a separate person. So you can establish your credit. We just got Amex cards, right? For my whole LLC, everybody, we got a certain limit on that. We just got Granger. We got another account for that, right? We got Uline. We got an account for that. So we got Amazon, Uline. We can do American Express, which means we can go anywhere. And this is all through the company. So like we're about to go on a trip. It's our company retreat. So that entire thing we're using as a write-off for taxes because we'll be talking about business up there. True enough, it's a family vacation, but this is the importance of having an LLC and having your stuff set up a certain way so that you can take advantage of these tax loopholes and these tax breaks that everybody else is taking advantage of, right? Because a lot of times we make the assumption that we're the only ones doing this. When if you have an accountant, you have somebody else who's sharp with the books, they'll understand, right? They'll understand where how you can. Hey, did you guys talk about business at all? Did you Yeah, we talked about business. Yeah, we put our plan in effect. We put our 2021 plan, which we're getting ready to get to because we'll be getting the goals pretty soon. And yeah, so you could use it as a write-off, man. But anyways, so the big leap, we got to take that leap, man. And if we're not taking leaps, right, we're kind of staying stagnant. I was talking to a brother earlier who was talking about goals. Oh, homie, I don't set goals. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I don't do any of that stuff. Why? Because everybody say it failed. Well, that's everybody else, dog. That's not you. For me, they've been concrete. Goals have been concrete for me, have been the foundation of why I'm successful. 100% is because I write the shit down. Whenever I would go to juvenile halls and jails and talk to cats all the time, trying to motivate them, the one thing that they would be missing is writing it down. They write down their neighborhoods, they write down a bunch of other stuff, but they would never write their goals down. And I'm sitting up there like, homie, if you really want to achieve it, why not try it, right? It's a 50-50 chance. Whether you believe in it or not, it's a 50-50 chance that it can go right. If you don't write it at all, you got a 100% chance of it not happening. But if you write it down and you're sincere about it and you believe in it 100%, right? No doubt. This is where the thing comes in because doubt kicks in. Doubt is that dream killer, that thing that sets in that we all have it. Don't get it twisted. We all have that doubt. We all figured, man, I'm not worthy, right? It's called imposter syndrome. Especially the higher you climb up a particular ladder, you're going to see it more and more, right? You're going to see that, right? Oh man, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here. I don't feel like I kind of fit in. I feel like, oh man, I don't know if and you have that. And that's when doubt starts to kick in. And then as as my girl, Tiffany, or I'll say Mrs. Lim, says, you get a case of the fuck it, right? Where you don't care anymore. And that's usually when people start to turn away. They, oh man, they start, whatever, oh homie, I don't care anymore. Oh, that ain't for me. Oh man, I'm gonna just stick with doing this. Because it's hard to change, dog. It's hard to go from a drug dealer to a businessman. I ain't even gonna lie, because there's that valley that nobody talks about. That valley where you ain't making shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that valley is longer than for others. Then, everything varies, right? So sometimes people in that valley forever. Everybody thinks once you've made it, once you go from a hustler, a successful hustler, and they see you again, you rise again, that it was all sweet the entire time. Nah, homie. There's a big valley, right? That valley to where you really broke and you got to lean on your girl. I remember cars were getting repoed, homie. I could tell you a story. We got cars repoed, bill collectors. We were shaking the dudes with the tow trucks. You name it. This ain't been sweet the entire time. Nah. Let me just break that down for you right now. So I'm going to let you know off the top, it's not going to be easy for you at all. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very challenging. It's going to be to the point where you almost want to quit and cry. 100%. You're going to want to tap out man. We talk about tapping in, right? When you go after that goal, just prepare yourself. Whenever you do something worthy, that enemy's coming after that ass. He is on you. He don't want to see you thrive because if you make it, you one of God's miracles, right? So other people see you like, damn, man, how did dude go from this to that? Or how did she go from this to that? Well, it had to be God, and then they'll start believing in it as well. So the enemy don't want you to make it because you're a proven example of God's existence. If you make it, right? If you fight through, you're a proven example. But that's the whole reason why the enemy, when you start to make that move towards your destiny, whatever that is, because my goal right now is to figure out what you guys need, right? I want to develop courses and things for you guys so that you guys can thrive. But I don't know what you're looking for. I'm trying to give you what I think you need, but at the same time, I need feedback from you guys. So if you guys got feedback, tell me in the comments, man, what you need. What do you need? I'm here consulting, man. I got time. You know, Adam Cass, I got time today. What kind of business questions do you have? How do I expand my trucking business? Right? How do I expand? How do I get into the liquor store business? How do I get into this? How do I do this, D? Tell me in the comments, man, so I can start to work on developing stuff for you guys specifically, right? Bring people on who can answer these questions if I can. Because my whole goal with this podcast, with this live, with this everything that we doing with this brand is to bring value to you guys, to give you guys that insight, that tool, that resource that I didn't have, that I got to keep leaning on these other people that don't look like me to give me these tools. Well, I'm here now. And a lot of times it takes a while to go ahead and build it up. People don't believe in it, whatever, but I'm going to tell you guys how to build a brand one step at a time. So this is the whole conversation that we're talking about today is goals, right? New Year's resolutions, things like that, right? So what are we doing? These are my goals right here. These are some of my old goals. And I showed you guys in the past. You guys have seen these, right? You guys have seen these. I wrote these in the pen, 100%. You can see it on here, right? The same pen, the pencils. And my mom got them framed so that they don't get messed up anymore. And hold on. Before I do that, let me make sure I kind of missed something, man. I didn't share it with my folks. But let's see. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Hope y'all having a good time today. Let's tap in. Just got to share with your peoples. Sorry for pardon the interruption, but we're talking about goals. Did you do yours on New Year's? One of the traditions that I do with my family is we sit down and we write our goals out. We write our goals out in detail. And what I mean by that is I'm talking about SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely, right? So what those are is when you write goals down, you can't be vague with your shit. This is the problem with a lot of cats, man. They vague. They don't know what to ask for. Oh, dog, I want $1 million, man. $1 million. Do you know what you're gonna do with it? Yeah, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. That's why I go so fast. But if you're strategic with it, right? God will give you your bag when you're ready. That's one of my sayings right there. You're gonna hear me say that all the time. God will give you your bag when you're ready. Not a day before, not a day after. It's not gonna be late. It'll be right on time for you. Trust me and believe that one, man. When you're mentally ready, right? Doesn't give kids Ferraris for a reason, right? Because they can't mentally handle that, man. That's too much horsepower. Man. What's up, CJ? I see you, homeboy. Man, shout out to CJ, Indiana to Oklahoma, man. Midwest in the building, man. What's up with you guys, man? It's love from LA, love from California to you guys, man. Shout out to my Midwest family out there, man. So tapping in with you guys. Appreciate you guys tapping in. What's good, man? Hey, what's up, AD? I see you, homie. I see you, man. Where you at with it, AD? I'll give a shout out to your town as well, man. Love my people tapping in, man. I can't wait to see you guys, man. Trust me, when you guys come to LA, man, tap in with your boy, take a tour, do something with me. But I'm trying to do more events. Once we get over this COVID thing, man, I'm trying to bring some things together, so we can bump heads, and you guys can maybe come out to LA, get a little bit of the sun, and we can put something together. So I'm trying to work on something, man. But hopefully once COVID gets over with. But yeah, man, we talking about goals, man. We talking about concrete goals, what to ask for, right? I'm specific about mine, and you can see it with my goals. Specific about mine. What exactly do I want? Right? What exactly do I want? Because the universe delivers. That's the part people miss all the time. Is the universe delivers. It answers whatever you want it to do. But you gotta be specific about it, right? You just want whatever. Oh man, I just take a house. What kind of house? Oh man, just one. I just whatever.